Yeah. Game on. Game on.
Fast Growth Summit Sydney. Woohoo! We have 4 people here, so kind of awkward. Kind of awkward.
It's from a super fan from Ireland. So she got this for Noah, and it's really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, that is so cute. Oh my God. Noah is going to. Oh my God, he's going to piss his pants. I'm not that fat in the face anymore. My God. Oh my God. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. So when you guys are ushering tonight, first things first, take control, be in command. And in terms of getting an opportunity to extend yourself tonight, I really want you to play at a level tonight that you're not comfortable at. And what I mean by that is some of you in your own life right now, you probably play to a level where you feel comfortable, but you're probably afraid to go that little bit further because you're afraid of how you be perceived. Can anyone relate to that on just some level? Tonight, I don't care how the fuck you're perceived. I want you to step into a level that you are uncomfortable with. Because the reality is, if you're doing this in your everyday life, it could reflect badly on your business. Tonight, it doesn't reflect badly on your business at all, and only if it does, reflects badly on me. So I really want you to take this opportunity to stretch yourselves, especially in the ushering, and be confident and calm and assertive in the way that you direct people. I can fuck off now?
You can fuck
all right.
You look very connected.
Doing good.
Yeah?
Very good.
Yeah.
It's humbling. Yeah. Just everything. Yeah, life. Life is humbling. You know, it's kind of been the theme of the last, I don't know, almost like the last 4 or 5 weeks. Building a better relationship with humility. Yeah. This spurt is been good, but I think there's more to come. There's always more. I don't know where I'd be without meditation. I try to do empty mind meditation, like with a mantra. My mantra, down, down, down. Mind will get distracted, bring it back. Mind will get distracted, bring it back. And then normally for the last, like for every 10 minutes, I'll do 1 minute coming out. So if I do like an hour, I'll do like 10 minutes just coming up where I just tune into body. But I never get too cocky with stage. The stage is the ultimate humbler. If you get too cocky, man, you just get a mind blank and be like, ugh. It's like a pow. Yeah, so I've learnt my lessons. Well, touch wood, I've learnt a lot of lessons. But the stage is the ultimate humbler. Good evening, Sydney! This has been the first event of the Fast Growth Summit Tour Sydney. Yeah. It's a wrap.
Sebastian, I saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
At the end, and he was like, he wanted to wait, but he was like, tell him.
Did he enjoy it?
Yeah, he did.
I've been doing a lot of work on his head.
You have?
Yeah, a lot.
Really?
Yeah, every session.
Have you started to see shifts?
Straight away. He's a fighter. So he already knows how to work hard, he knows how to grind. He's just got dysfunctional programming or bad programming or old programming.
Yeah.
And so bringing his awareness to that and then giving him fundamental basics to leverage off when he becomes aware of it, yeah, he's just instantly picked it up. But what you've got to understand is it's quite confronting, you know, because we're working quite close together. I said, this is your domain. I said, if I'm not doing something right, you tell me my technique is off and I adjust it straight away. I said, and that's what this would be like if I'm helping you. But the only difference being is it could be happening every 30 seconds, it could be happening once a minute, it could be happening once or twice a workout. Every time I see your technique off, you want me to say something, it's going to be a little bit confronting. And if you're okay with that, I said, I'm down. And he goes, absolutely. But as soon as I started giving him corrections, he's a fighter. He knows how to train hard. You know, he doesn't mind a bit of a struggle, and he likes a bit of discomfort. I think it's more than that. I think it goes to a level of psychological consistency. It's like almost like once upon a time, people trusted people in a suit more than people who are not. But now that I actually believe there's a shift in that. I think people are becoming less trusting of people in suits because of the cultural shift towards, you know, the top end of town. But I think there's a lot to be said for the unconscious communication that comes from someone who is physically fit it unconsciously communicates a level of discipline, a level of ethic. Hey brother, can you send me a workout for the hotel for tomorrow? Question mark. I will try and find a calisthenics park, but no guarantees. When you have just the people in the middle and you've got all this vacant space, you can't create the tension, you can't build tension, it just vaporizes really quickly. And for sales, like, it helps when you can just really build the tension in the room and keep the energy in the room and compress it. And so that's why we literally went for a room half the size, because the conversions will be higher, which is an interesting fun fact. The bigger the room, the conversions, the lower the conversions.
Mr. Kerwin Ray.
Come on, Newcastle! I'm always grateful. Like, I'm always super grateful that people would give up a night to come and spend a couple of hours. The way I do business is really straightforward. Look, the way I do business is the way I teach business, which is you give a little bit more that makes people go, wow, I didn't actually expect that. You give a little something extra that goes, wow, I really didn't expect that. And then if people are still hanging around after that, then you can have a real and sincere conversation about how you might be able to do business together. Does that make sense? Like, we really do have to start thinking about business in a very different way. It's got to be very much a give mentality first. Hey man, what's your name?
Awesome presentation.
Thank you,
My name's
dude.
Vivek.
Vivek.
Quick question.
Yeah, far away.
I'm thinking of starting a digital marketing agency.
Yeah, right.
I'm learning digital marketing for the past 1 year now.
Okay.
I've noticed on Facebook, on all the social media platforms, that a lot of people are starting it. I feel like there's a lot of competition. Just wanted to
Very
know,
saturated market, yeah.
We're very saturated.
Yeah.
So is it more better to go through a personal brand way?
Look, it depends on how good you are. Like,
Yeah.
if you're natively very good, if you've got a native genius that is expressed well through digital marketing, and you just have a natural talent for it, you know, it's really up to you. Depends on what you're trying to build. If you're trying to build an asset or if you're trying to build a personality.
Right.
But my advice is, depending on where you are in your journey, you might want to perhaps start by working inside an organisation that is already very successful at scale.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you're starting out on your own, there's so many lessons that you need to learn that doing it on your own, you're going to have to struggle to find. You know, but if you have a goal to build something significant, my advice is, you know, find the top digital agency around you, go and offer to work for them as either an intern and do so well that you can get a job, do it under paid employment for 12 months and learn every aspect of the business that you can, and then go and launch your own. So how old are you?
I'm just 21.
Oh, dude, you got so much time. You know, there's no rush. You could fuck it up every day for the next, 10 years and you've still got another, 30, 40 years. So at 21, I'd say, go and find the agents, because you might not even know if it's what you want to do, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of risk in doing it yourself. And it's not that I'm trying to crush your entrepreneurial dream. If anything, I'm trying to feed it in a way that'll sustain it over a longer period of time.
That's
You know?
great. Thanks so much.
No, you're welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck. Hey man, what's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce, how are you?
Yeah, good mate. So I'm 20 years old. I'm at uni studying innovation and entrepreneurship and Bachelor of Business. And I'm in the middle of moving out of home and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
Quick question. How
Fine.
do you deal with stress?
Okay, do you literally want the process?
Literally.
Okay, step
by
one.
step.
Yeah, step one. You've got to find what your baseline is. So you've got to know, you've got to become very familiar with what your body feels like when it's not stressed. Do you meditate?
Yeah, I used to. Not
Okay.
So much now.
Look, a lot of people don't know what it feels like not to be stressed, so they don't know what their baseline is, and they normally feel stressed, so they think stress is their baseline.
Yeah.
So, for me, the first thing I do is develop a level of awareness of what not stressed feels like and become really intimate with what that feels like, so that you can then know when you are actually stressed. And then when you feel stressed, so step one is have a level of awareness of your baseline.
Yep.
Step two is when you feel stressed, do what's called autonomic breathing, where you do these big belly breaths and then you force the air out. And you do that maybe 5 or 6 times, and then you start to relax your breathing, but really deep breaths. Like breathe in for 6, hold for 6, breathe out for 6. Because your breath has a huge impact on your ability to reset your autonomic system. Because when you experience stress, that's your autonomic system overriding and creating a fight or flight scenario, right? Yep. And so the only way that you can reset that, well, there's a few ways, but the number one way that you reset that is through your breath. Okay, and your breath work will recenter yourself, and then you step through. So step one, become aware that you are stressed. Step two, start breathing. Because most of the time when we're stressed, we stop breathing or we shallow breathe. Okay, nice, big, deep belly breaths and reset the autonomic system. Step three, start creating a correlation between, okay, what's happening and what am I interpreting? What is the meaning that I'm creating in this moment? Okay, I'm watching this, what is the meaning? Because most people create unconscious allocations of meaning. They go, oh, this is bad. But they're not thinking this is bad, it's just unconsciously automated, response. This is bad, I'm stressed, everything's forgotten shit, and they stop breathing. Start looking at the situation, ask 3 questions. What's the benefit of this? Okay, how is this serving me? What skills, knowledge, and experience am I gaining as a result of this situation that are going to make me stronger, better, faster, sharper tomorrow than I was today? Because what you want to do with the stressful situation is you want to look at what the benefit is, because the reason it's stressful is because you think it's bad. Every situation is neutral until we allocate a meaning to it. And when we allocate a bad meaning to it, oftentimes it creates stress. And the way that we remove the stress is by balancing out the meaning and creating a benefit for it as well. Does this make sense?
Yep.
So it's a physiological process. It's a spiritual process, awareness. Okay, it's a physiological process with breath. It's a psychological process in terms of balancing out the psychology. And then the fourth step is take some kind of physical action, like actually get your body moving. You know, because you want to be looking at the situation, balancing it out, seeing what the benefit is, because the goal is you want it to be developing a level of gratitude. Because when you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, and cortisol fucks you up in every way, shape, and form, right? Okay, it serves a purpose, it helps you fight or flight, but it's not good long term. When you start to balance out the equation, look for the benefits, you develop a level of gratitude. Gratitude raises your natural levels of DHEA. DHEA counteract cortisol, okay, and literally counteract all the negative effects of cortisol. And so when you're grateful for the experience, not only do you actually start to balance out your psychology, it becomes less stressful, your body actually starts to balance out its biochemistry, and you literally feel less stressful. You see the pennies dropping.
So how quickly does that happen?
2, 3, 4. Literally as soon as you can feel legitimate, because it's not just sitting there going, ask the question, you've got to feel legitimate gratitude. So you've got to literally force yourself to see the benefit of what you're in. And then just take some kind of a movement. Get your body moving, stand up, move around. Newcastle. Fast Growth Summit, done. Wednesday night. Oh my God. I'm ready for bed.